Well. Warriors off-season is off to a very crazy, very unreliable, and very uncertain start. First of all, the Warriors seemed like had a good draft. Obviously, had the 52nd pick. Traded it for Lindy Waters the third, who is younger players like 6'7", 6'6", who can shoot it positionally, can plug in fairly well, right? Fits what we like to do. And then we bought back into the draft for the same pick, aka the 52nd pick. Picked up Quinton Post, who is a big man, 7-footer actually. Warriors will be employing a 7-footer next season. That is an actual 3-point sniper, and not just catch and shoot sniper. He is a fucking movement shooter, and can protect the rim in a way. Not the usual Wemby way, for example, but he protects the rim fairly well. Doesn't move as well, obviously, vertically, but can protect the rim. Obviously, defensively, overall, there are a lot of questions. And offensively, can he be something better than a one-trick three-point shooting pony, right? And he's older, he's 24 or 25, so how much can he really improve? But it's something, right? It's a cool move at the 52nd pick. And then we got a point of attack demon defender on a two-way contract from Virginia, which all seems like solid moves from the draft, which Mike Dunleavy obviously last year with Pojemski and Trace did a really good job. So that was a good start, right? But now the things are picking up. We have Klay to deal with. We have Chris Paul's contract to deal with. And the fact of the matter is, right, the Warriors should make a change after last year. They are in a dire need of a change. And it feels like it will happen, right? Not only it appears that Klay Thompson is out the way, but it appears that Andrew Wiggins, there is some drama there, and he is, on the trade block. Chris Paul, obviously, we want to trade his contract, or the Warriors do want to trade his contract, and it's gonna be a crazy first day or so of the offseason, which free agency officially begins tomorrow, so I would expect something to happen today and tomorrow, and we'll know what the fuck the Warriors will be on heading into next season, very likely. Chris Paul, contract decision, right? He has then a team option that can guarantee him $30 million to Chris Paul. And we moved back the deadline. The Warriors did move back the deadline till the start of free agency, which is Sunday, aka tomorrow, so they can keep exploring trades. If we cannot find a trade for him today, it was reported that the Warriors will probably waive him, and he will join a team for a significantly lower deal, which would be horrific. And the more you look at that pool trade, man, it feels crazy that we were not able to at least get fucking Danny Avdija or Daniel Gafford or someone. Why did we trade for Chris Paul only, right? I guess it was seen as the win now move, right? Win now move rather than at least get somebody else. But you can't tell me that we could not at least get Daniel Gafford with Chris Paul, right? It's not just about getting Chris Paul, it's that we couldn't get anything with him. That just seems crazier by the day. And of course, we had to offload Poole's contract because we chose Draymond, because Draymond was an idiot with the punch. We all know that story, unfortunately. Now, there, of course, is the fact that Klay will very likely be leaving unless all of the reports are a negotiation tactic to get more money from the Warriors. But apparently the relationship between him and the Warriors seems unrepairable. There has been little to no contact between both sides. And it feels like Klay will just be moving on. We offered him a 2-year, $48 million extension at the start of last year. He turned that down. At this point in time, it feels like a fair deal, but not to Klay, apparently, right? And there is, of course, interest from the Mavericks. That was the latest report yesterday. Then the Sixers. I'm pretty sure there were obviously some reports about Orlando or some, but the Mavs seem like the most serious option right now. And that, of course, could be a negotiation tactic from Klay to get his deal with us, but it really does not appear so. We can be horribly misled, just like we saw, obviously, from Russell Westbrook, who is returning to the Clippers. Yesterday, there were all reports that he will be leaving the Clippers and now he's back on a 4-year deal, 4 million deal for next year, obviously. And of course, when you look at DeJounte Murray yesterday getting traded, right? DeJounte Murray got traded yesterday, and the Warriors were not in on it. It was for Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance, and picks, which makes sense if the Hawks are keeping Trae Young, but they have a vision at least, right? The Warriors had a vision of Chris Paul helping them win a title, so that's crazy. But a solid deal for both sides, even though DeJounte Murray, I don't know if that's really what the Pelicans need. I think he can be a closer, which is what they were writing about, that they got him for, but I don't know how he fits overall, because he's not like a three-point shooter, right? Not that great of a defender since he became a Hawk, so it will be interesting to see that, but at least they are making moves, right? And that's what we want from the Warriors at the end of the day. Then we had yesterday the Wiggins report that he will not be able to play with the Olympics team, the Canadian Olympic team, where it first appeared that the Warriors blocked him from playing the Olympics. Then it appeared it was a mutual decision on both sides because of an ankle issue. And then the Canada side once again says it is not Andrew's decision and rather the Warriors' decision. And they want to keep his value because they want to trade him. So that's obviously messy and a mess, but I guess that's what you need to do if you want to actually make some trades and not be lowballed and go for it next year. Which leads us to the biggest rumor there is for the Warriors, which is obviously Paul George to the Warriors. That has been the rumor. The Clippers apparently do not want to give him the 4-year deal that he wants, or a long-term deal in that case, right? And there have been rumors, obviously, of him going to Philadelphia, but those have died down that they don't want to do it on both sides. He wants to stay on the West Coast. Warriors obviously are on the West Coast. They are interested and are prepared to give him that deal. So, will that happen? It certainly seems like a good possibility. Chris Paul, Wiggins, picks for Paul George would be special. I would love that, but it also feels like the Clippers wouldn't accept that, right? They would probably want a Kuminga or a Moody with at least in that deal, even though to me it seems like fair value, right? Chris Paul, Wiggins, and some picks for Paul George, who does not want to be there. Obviously, they have him for next year anyway, if he picks up his option. So I guess you don't have to trade him and let him be a free agent next year if he picks up his option for money. But the Clippers have negotiated it a little differently, right? Remember Terrence Mann, they wouldn't fucking trade him for anything. So it also feels a little too low based on how we move, how, what the Warriors have to give up compared to the rest of the league and how the Clippers move. So I would love that. I would love Paul George for Chris Paul, Wiggins, and some picks. Even if you had to throw in Moody, I would love that if the money works. I would not move Kuminga. I just want Kuminga on the team. I think maybe we should consider trading Steph. Now, of course not, but it's tough, right? It's tough to imagine because this team just doesn't feel like it can win anymore. That's how I feel. That's why I'm so hesitant to move from Kuminga. But if they truly feel like they can win, they should have done it last year, right? When they moved for Chris Paul, they should have traded Kuminga, Moody, and them and go for it. But I mean, they won even when they didn't go for it in 2022, right? Where even though Kuminga and Moody didn't contribute, they were on the team, right? They didn't trade them, even though they were great assets. So, whatever the fuck's gonna happen, it's gonna be crazy. I will be here to cover it. We've already had the DeJounte Murray deal, like I said. The Hawks are looking to be onto more moves. Zach LaVine value, and just everything, man. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot, and we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, and at the end of the day, I'll be here to cover it once again, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see that the Warriors will very likely make some type of changes at the end of the day. There is also the report that the Jazz are willing to listen to trade offers for Lauri Markkanen. The precedent has been set by the Mikal Bridges deal, so you would have to trade a whole lot of picks and probably Wiggins, Moody, Kuminga, and Chris Paul for him. But would you do it if you think you have a chance? I think you have to, right? Significant chance is the only way we can make this happen, or the Warriors can make it happen, and we'll see what they do in the next pretty much 72 hours because free agency starts tomorrow, and it really feels like everything will be going down either tomorrow or on Sunday throughout Sunday, and even today on Saturday. And then, of course, the rest will fall through Monday and through the rest of the weeks before Summer League, very likely. So I'll be here to cover it. Really excited for that. Let me know your thoughts about what the Warriors should do, what you want them to do. And I'll be here, as always, to cover it. Be kind to yourself and to others. Check out my gaming channel if you want. If you don't, that's also fine. And I love you all. Be kind to yourself and to others. Express yourselves. Learn about yourselves. Become fluid like water. Just live life. Live, love, baby. Okay, that's the worst thing I could have said now. Anyway, just hey, just be, and life will be too. Anyway, thank you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow, very likely, because hey, shit will happen, very likely.